Hello, everybody. How are you? This is Lady Reveal. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome as well. I'm rolling out the red carpet for you. I'm so happy to be with you all this week. I look forward to doing the videos and um, doing the readings for you guys. And then with the comments, they are so much appreciated. All of your likes, subscribes, shares, all of that. Thank you so much. As I truly do put in energy to the readings, I also put my heart into this as well. It's always going into it with pure intentions, okay? And these readings are also a way of celebrating love, the love energies that are um, ringing throughout the universe, okay? So with that being said, some of the messages that were coming through prior to jumping on for you guys was that for the divine feminine, because this video will be for the divine feminine and where they are in his or her journey. This week we are really being urged to put whatever plans we have into action and go after it wholeheartedly with an attitude of being assertive, and know that there's nothing wrong with you being assertive. You have to speak your truth, divine feminine. You have to know that you are supported when you go forward. So as you're taking one step forward, the universe is taking two steps toward you. And this is, it continues, that cycle continues as you know that all is well. It truly is well. And that for the past few weeks, that's what the angels have really been stating and honing in on. What's important right now is just knowing that you are truly supported. But this week, the support comes in the form of action. So you may have noticed that, let's say, for example, you had a job interview, right? And you didn't have a way to get to that job interview. And then all of a sudden you run into a friend that you haven't seen in a while, and they offer you a ride. Or you may have come across someone that you find that is like-minded, that could help you get to the next level as far as what you have in mind for your business. Whatever the case may be that relates to you, you're finding throughout this week that you have that support. So as long as you continue to trust within this journey, things will get better and for you, better and better and better. The more that you dive into your spiritual path, things will become clearer for you, and you won't have to feel like, that you're just going from week to week, and you're living on hope, so to speak, from week to week. But again, this week is about action. If you don't already have a plan in place, please write it out and go forward. Don't worry about where is it coming from, or who's going to be that person to help me out with A, B, or C. When we look at things like that, from that perspective, what we're doing is we're telling God, universe, angels, spirit guides, etc., how we want for things to be done. And they may have something better in store for us, but because our mind is so fixated on this one particular path, those things can't come through. Okay? So just know that, guys, we are truly supported on this journey. Go out and get your coins, or get your happiness, get your man, or whatever it is for you. Go get it. Okay? All right. So let's burn some sage. Okay, and we want to also take a few deep breaths to calm our energy. Let me sage the rest of these cards. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Universe, for stepping in. We are calling upon Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, please help calm our energies. Also help us to be in tune with that of our higher selves. Please cut any and all cords of negativity, anything that's no longer serving us to our greatest and highest good. Thank you so much. We're calling upon our spiritual support team. Thank you so much. All of the angels from the north, south, east, and west. Thank you so much. We're asking that a shield of protection cover us. Thank you so much. And please provide messages that are very clear as to what we need this week. Oh, wow. Look at this card, guys. Fire. Spontaneity. Ain't that right on the money? Okay. Okay. Please continue to provide clear and concise messages for the Divine Feminine. Thank you so much. What's going on with the Divine Feminine's headspace, Spirit? Thank you so much. Okay, another card just flipped over. We have... Okay. Spirit again. Okay, that card popped out. I think this card popped out last week for the Divine Feminine. Smoke prayers. So that's a confirmation, guys. Stay focused. Yeah, okay, here we go again. Spells, alchemy. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Now let's get some messages for the Divine Feminine's heart space. So these energies are going to go all the way up until Thursday. Okay, so that would be July 5th. Again, Spirit Guides, Universe. Please provide clear messages for the Divine Feminine's heart space. Where is she? He or she? Thank you so much. Please clear messages for the Divine Feminine's heart space. Okay, that one wants to pop out. You deserve love. Okay. These 3 more messages. Make them very clear, please. Thank you. Sometimes, okay, that one's sticking out. Sometimes the cards don't want to come through and pop out, so we got to get creative, but always be led by Spirit, right? Okay. Universe, Spirit Guide. Oh, okay, here's another one. Retreat. Okay, at least one. There we go. Wow. Ew, I think this is funny, but not really. Love yourself first. I just had to show that to you all right now. So we have the head space, heart space, and the last message, or the last row rather, we're going to have messages from the angels. Okay. By the way, the cards used for the first row, that would be Divination of the Ancients. That's the name of that deck. The second deck here, that's Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. And these are Archangel Oracle cards also by Doreen Virtue. And this is what the first deck looks like, by the way, if you're trying to find these cards, okay? Divination of the Ancients. It has become one of my favorite decks. They really go in. Okay. So, spirit guides, universe, angels, please be very, very clear in regards to the messages that you have. Some advice, suggestions. Please be very, very clear. Thank you so much. Okay. Wow. So, I'm going to take the two cards that were already faced up. Okay, guys. Okay, this one just popped out. And one more card, universe. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. We have it. All right, guys. Okay, guys. So the first card that we have here, and by the way, I'm going to be reading the cards from right to left, okay? So it says spells, alchemy. Okay. So what I'm feeling from this card is that you all have some great ideas into place. And not only are they great ideas, but they're very profitable ideas, okay? This is something that's going to bring you fruition from here, from this generation and generations to come, okay? There's so much energy that's coming through here. So with that being said, you're being asked at this time to dig deeper into your spirituality, meaning how is it that the ancients were so successful? You notice in ancient cultures, they were very successful but had very little resources. So, for example, the pyramids, right? Scientists, archaeologists, engineers, etc., have not been able to duplicate the construction of the pyramids in Egypt. With all of our modern day technology, they still have not been able to pinpoint how it is that you had such what were considered to be weak men, right? Because people back then weren't as tall and didn't have the same strength that we do today. But they were able to carry these tons of bricks on their backs or with pulleys. And able to stack them so high. They can't even do that with cranes. Not only do we need to look back in ancient times, but we also need to be looking deep within, calling upon heavily that of our spiritual support team, our spirit guides, our ancestors. That's what this is talking about. They've been reaching out to us in our dreams, in movies, different billboards. We see that they're speaking out to us. And we're being asked to reconnect to those divine times, to burn your candles, burn your sage, be one with nature. Listen to that voice, that intuitive voice. And yes, If you know anything about casting some spells, honey, this is the time to cast some spells. Now, a little bit about casting spells. You know, they say that the best time to do that would be during the moon cycles, such as the full moon, the new moon, especially the new moon when we're wanting to manifest things new. Well, you know, we can use the waxing moon as well. But yeah, you know, it's time to get creative in regards to how we approach things and taking back our power. That ancient knowledge, using the spells. Spells can be something as simple as affirmations. You know, spells are nothing but you placing your intention behind your intention and your energy, your heart, etc., into what it is that you're trying to manifest. And I know some people are like, "Ooh, spells, that's a bad thing." No, depends on how you're using it. You know, how are you using that magic? Are you using it to bring someone down? You know, are you trying to harm someone in any type of way, someone or something? Then yeah, you know, I can see how it would have a negative connotation. But from this card, this is about white magic, okay, not dark magic. I keep wanting to go more into, I keep wanting to go more into depth about spells and the different type of spells, but they keep saying, you know, you have to do your own research in regards to that, and more importantly, the alchemy. If you are unaware of alchemy, really start to study that, okay? So these two cards actually go hand in hand. The next card we have smoke, and underneath it says prayers. Candle. Okay. So light a red candle. In that candle, you can put your name, your first and last name, and your date of birth. You can add any type of essential oils that you want. If you don't have any type of essential oils or even manifesting oils like money oils or John the Conqueror oil is a good one. Even olive oil. If you don't have any other type of oils, you can use olive oil and put that in the candle as well. Okay. And make sure that you cleanse the outside of the candle before you light it. But as you light the candle, your red candle, put your intentions into it by speaking over or into the candle. So for example, it can be, you know, spirit, universe, I am asking for more energy to be rooted and grounded and to be stable, to have stable income, or to have a more fruitful divine love connection, or whatever you feel like the red candle is calling for you to speak into it. In other words, speak that into directly into the flame, or even close to it, so that way it's going into the candle. You're putting the energy into it. So going back to this card of smoke and saying your prayers, you can start adding alchemy as you're doing your prayers, or as you're saying your prayers and or affirmations. When you're doing this spell work, believe in it. So it's not just enough to say it, okay? or to even do it, believe in it. If you're able to leave the candle burning, you may want to get a 7-day candle. You can get a 7-day red candle from the 99-cent store or even Dollar Tree. Okay, it doesn't have to be an expensive candle. But if you can leave it burning even while you're away from your home and make sure that it's in a safe place, then that would be even better. So that way you're not interrupting the energy as it burns. It would also be even better if you can say a prayer over this candle every day that it's burning. Okay, but if you can't leave it burning, that's fine. Totally understandable. But just make sure that you restate your intentions of the candle every time you relight it, okay? But your prayers are being heard. They're being heard, okay? And you're being asked to go deeper into your spiritual path. Okay, the next card we have is Ornithmancy, Omen. Now, they keep saying some of you all are having reoccurring dreams, and the dreams feel like movies in a sense, almost like sort of like a bad movie. It's not a bad movie as in a nightmare, but that you can't quite get out of this dream. Like you're running through a maze, and you're trying to find your way out. They're just showing me this. Some of you all, again, are having reoccurring dreams, and that's them trying to get messages through to you of something that you need to complete. Okay. Now, for others of you, it may be in regards to premonitions that you've been having. It doesn't necessarily have to be a dream, but almost have a deja vu type feel to it. Okay, so wow. Wow, okay, so it's like you find yourself staring out the window, trying to make things make sense. And it's not always meant to make sense right now. You see how there's an ocean right outside the window. It almost looks like this house or wherever this window is, that it's sitting directly on the waters. For some of you all, you want to be on the other side of this window. You want to be free. Okay, all right, so that makes sense. So what they're saying, ultimately, no matter what scenario applies to you, is it's time to let go and to let flow. So that's why they have the window here. The window is a representation of new opportunities that are awaiting you right now. And you know it. But you feel like you have to stay inward, that you have to close yourself off, that you can't be all of who you were created to be out of fear. But if you look, there's water. Water to waiting to wash you anew. Water being free and fluid to allow for your life to start moving at a fluid pace as opposed to being rigid or bumpy. You've been seeing this. And as far as the dreams about being in a maze are concerned, it's because you're placing yourself in that maze. You're placing this yourself in this loop type of cycle. It's the same thing over and over and over. Because you think that's where you belong. Or that's what you used to think. I'm sorry. That used to be your thought pattern. And you're starting to come out of it. It's gotten a lot better. But now let's get you on the other side of that window. All right? And get to the waves. Let go and let flow. That's the message behind this card. You've been seeing it. You want it. Go get it. Don't stay trapped behind these bars. Okay? Fire and spontaneity is the last card. Now, I find it very interesting that we have at least 3 cards that are dealing with fire in some regard, right? So you have the very first card, spells. You could say this is fire or smoke, right? Then we have smoke, and there's fire. And then it actually just says, look, fire. Put some fire underneath your tail. So if the other 2 cards weren't clear, let this be clear to you, right? Okay. I see where they're going with this. Okay, so this fire card is also related to this ornithomancy card. If I'm mispronouncing that, my apologies. Okay, so let's just say omen. All right. So with that being said, the spontaneity goes back to let go, let it go, and let it flow. Or let go and let flow, right? It's good to have a plan. It really is good to have a plan. But the angels are saying, we want to do most of the work. We want to take on the burdens, in other words. So stop worrying about everything. Put something on paper so you have an idea and you don't feel like a chicken with its head cut off, right? And if you find that things are coming your way that are not in the plan, go with it. Your team, your spiritual support team will let you know if it's not for you. They'll be very clear on that. But it's time to have some fun behind all of your hard work. And that fire, that is the newness that's burning deep within you that wants to come out. Notice how it's darn near, this is a fireplace, and it's darn near engulfing the fireplace. I don't know if you guys can see the bricks here. It's just bursting, darn near bursting out of the fireplace to the point where, you may want to pour some water on it just to contain the fire. That's how you feel inside, Divine Feminine. You're ready to go. You're ready to go with slight hesitation because of the fear. This is something you feel internally, but your head is keeping you locked in. Is keeping you inside the window as opposed to being outside of the window. Okay? So it's all right to let go. Okay. So they're wanting for me to actually say some of the incantations that goes along with the cards. So for the smoke card here, the incantation that goes along with this, I offer up prayers of mine to Great Spirit, to love divine, directing my breath like smoke to thee. For your answers, I wait patiently. Okay. So for the incantation of spells, I know it's no in no particular order, okay? Um, Hubble bubble, stirring well, transforming all by my spell, changing, growing, hour by hour, behold the alchemical power. Okay. And for the omen card, the incantation, all that glitters is not gold, but I believed what I've been told. This omen bids me to retreat as protection, not defeat. Okay, so for the fire card, all right. Restrictions lifted. I am free to live the life that's meant for me. Boldly, I now seize each day as opportunity comes my way. You guys, this is such confirmation. Such confirmation. We need to get into a place of action if we're not already there. The messages are very clear. We have help. The angels, universe, spirit guides, our ancestors are all waiting on us to make these moves so they can step toward us and help us along our journey. Okay? All right, so that was the head space. Let's jump into the heart space. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes more romantically, or golly, I'm gonna get help. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay. So for this card, wow. This woman has such a fierce spirit slash energy behind her, but yet you can tell that she's fully tapped into her divine feminine power. Look at what she's wearing. She's wearing a white dress that's symbolic toward purity, wholeness, being one with herself and that of the universe in this case. And how she's barely even holding on to him. And her touch is so gentle, yet he's embracing her every step of the way. It's her confidence, it's her boldness, it's her fierceness that calls him in. It's not her beauty. She's a very beautiful woman, yes. But it's who she is on the inside that attracts him to her. Or her to him, depending on, the gender roles, or her to her, however the situation plays out for you all, okay? But yeah, ultimately it is her self-respect that he admires the most about her. She's gentle, she's cool, she's calm, collective, but he also knows he don't want none. He don't want none. Don't cover her sideways. Okay. And he knows that. He wouldn't dare do that. So, Divine Feminine, love on yourself first. Take care of yourself first. Yeah, we may be busy working and taking care of our families and going to school and this and that, right? But we have to love upon ourselves first, and we have to set healthy boundaries and stick with them. There's nothing wrong with having healthy boundaries. There's nothing wrong with having standards. You know, some of these people out here, I was going to say players, but yeah, you know, some of these people out here, you know, try to make it seem like there's something wrong with you because you love upon yourself and you know who you are. You know that you are a queen. It doesn't matter if you're not sitting in a royal chair at this time. You've sat in a royal seat in your past life and you know this about you. So now you're like, okay, I'm taking back my crown. I'm looking at the card here. Okay, I can't tell if she has it on a headpiece. It doesn't look like it. But nevertheless, you're taking it back little by little. You know, some of us leaps and bounds to the point where we're almost there. But he knows that she's not taking no crap. And that's one of the things that he loves about her. Okay. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Amen. All right. Yeah. It's funny that the card is featuring a man and a woman, and it looks like they're coming from their wedding ceremony. If you're in a situation in which you find that you're about to go on your honeymoon, congratulations to you. Lots of love and blessings. But if you find that, and please excuse my baby in the background, okay? But if you find that you need to retreat from the world, you know, if you're single or whatever, and you find that you need to retreat and to do your own thing for a little while, now is the time. Now is definitely the time. And there are no apologies needed for it. So please know that, Divine Feminine. Now, some of you all may feel like, or may be in a situation rather, that you need to work on your relationship. It may be some things that you need to discuss. So thus disconnecting from your families, or even taking a mini vacation, getting away from work, you know, maybe 3 or 4 days or what have you. So you guys can just reconnect with one another. That may be the case for you. But ultimately, the retreat card is asking for you to reconnect with yourself first and then the outside world. Okay. That love is coming in. Wow. This is such a beautiful card. They're surrounded by greenery, fertility, longevity. Okay. So the next card, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. All right. Ooh, wee. Now, ladies, gentlemen, if you've been asking, when they gonna get their stuff together and come our way? Soon. But are you ready? Are you ready? You see how he's looking down at her hand as though there's a scent that's coming from her hand. And he's enjoying the pure essence of her femininity. She's, on the other hand, like, you know what? It feels good to be in your arms, but I gotta go pretty soon because I got stuff to do. Wait a minute. You know, like she would rather be elsewhere. As much as she's enjoying it, she's still, you know, on the fence with it. So with that being said, the angels are asking you, or this is a card rather, of Are you in or are you out? Because they're trying to bring it to you. That's why they're saying, honey, love upon yourself first so we can bring you that divine romantic love. Retreat and go inward. Take some time out for you so you can get your mind right to make a decision as to what you really want. Because sometimes you think you want that person, and other times you're like, no, because they done so much wrong, and I'm getting tired of waiting. And do I really want them? You know, I thought I wanted them, but so-and-so over here, they're looking good too, so I may just go after so-and-so. You know, it could be one of those. But ultimately, Spirit Universe is asking for you to get clear, okay, about what you want across the board. This is not just about your romantic life, but across the board. Be very, very clear what you want so they can bring it to you very soon. Okay. And to tie it all up, they said, listen, you deserve love. You are lovable. They've been trying to show you how lovable you are. You know, you've been feeling a push there to do more for yourself. If it's going to the spa, if it's just having some alone time, you know, oh God, I got these kids all the time. I just need a day for myself. Oh boy, don't we know how that is. But yeah, you are so lovable, divine feminine. There's nobody else like you. Nobody. You know, they may have a few similarities, but exactly like you, there will never be another. Okay, give me just a moment, guys. All right. Okay, guys, sorry about that. So this last row we have are messages from the angels. This is advice or suggestions that they have for this week in regards to your journey. Okay. It says chakra clearing. Archangel Metatron, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometry. Very interesting. And I say that because candle therapy can actually help you clear your chakras, but more so of your aura. So tying into this card here, spells and alchemy. And then for that matter, prayers. As you call upon Archangel Metatron, Archangel Metatron can actually help clear your chakras, clear them, open them, and also your aura. Okay. The clearing of your chakras is going to help you with putting plans into action. So you may feel stuck. Okay. This is going to open you up so you don't feel so stuck. It's going to open up all your chakras, but more importantly, your root chakra. Okay, because anytime we don't feel grounded or stable, then our whole life can be out of balance. Next card, courage, Archangel Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. So this goes back to being assertive for one, as they were stating to us earlier in the video, to be assertive, and it's nothing wrong with it. You know, not saying being nasty by any means. Okay, sometimes you gotta be nice, nasty, but but to be assertive and to stand your ground. To establish those healthy boundaries, to keep them intact, and to put yourself first, to love yourself first. Okay. And if you need help with this, Archangel Ariel will be there to help, okay? Next, we have moon cycles. Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. Once again, I think it's so interesting how we have this card that talks about, you know, the moon cycles and how to capitalize on them. And we have the spells card, which there are different moon cycles that are effective for spells. Okay. But yeah, that's, you know, this is just a confirmation. Also, to pay attention to your moods, during this time. You may notice during the full moon that you're a little more emotional and that you find yourself going through possibly even past life regression. It can be this life or that of other actual past lives. Where, you know, you can be going back to stuff that that happened life cycles ago, or even in this lifetime, maybe in childhood, and you find that those things are coming up from the root where you thought that you had addressed it, you know, that you had been healed or whatever, but it's like, you know what, I want more healing to occur, or more healing is needed. So you can find yourself being really emotional during the full moon. And yeah, this is, you know, this could be wise because the moon is trying to bring that stuff out of you, you know, to do some purging, and so that you can just be better, feel lighter, not feel so heavy. Hold on for just a second, guys. Okay, sorry about the interruptions going on today. My apologies, but yeah, again, notice the moon cycles and how they're affecting you. Also, you can feel really tired during the full moon or even the new moon. Okay, but that's when the angels are really trying to get through to you during the cycles. Okay, Archangel Haniel, good for that if you're needing more clarity. Last card, spread your wings. Archangel Ariel. Again, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect. You are ready to soar. You better roar like that, lion. And look at this, guys. Hold on now. Wait a minute. Soar and roar. Do you see that lion in the background of this courage card? They are letting us know that we have it. We have it on lock and just don't even know it yet. It's okay. Everything is being laid out for us, you know. To take that leap of faith, spread your wings, take that leap of faith, believe, cast your spells, say your prayers and your affirmations, get yourself out this maze, let go and let flow. Go with the flow, let go and let flow, but get yourself out this maze and move in the spirit of spontaneity, because new opportunities are coming your way. All right. Let me pull out one clarifying card to tie up the reading, everybody. Okay, just one. Dear guide angels, please make it abundantly clear. I didn't mean for the video to run so long, but I feel like you guys deserve it. We need this, guys. We are so close. We are so close. Okay, just one. Just okay. So, okay, it says resting tree, patience, stillness. As we move forward in our journey, you see all of this green? greenery that's surrounding her. As we move forward in our journey, it is going to require that we have some more patience. Yes, we have been very patient along this journey, but we need some more patience. As far as the stillness is concerned, that is referencing going within and believing in yourself. Get up off the ground and look up. Look to the heavens. All this fruitfulness that's going on, look to the heavens which cometh your help. Okay? Everything is all right. You don't have to be sad or feel lonely anymore because they're with you. The angels are with you, your spiritual support team, spirit guides, your ancestors, all of this. Ascended masters, they're all there. Okay? Tree hugger. The word tree hugger is coming to mind. You may even want to go out and put your hand on a tree so you guys can exchange energies. You know, that helps to ground you. If you don't feel grounded, that helps to ground you. And you may even notice that there's this resurgence of energy that flows through your heart and throughout the rest of your body. But you'll feel it in your heart first. And you may even notice a sense of calm that comes over your crown chakra. Okay? All right, guys. I love you all so very much. Thank you for staying with me all this time. 50 minutes long. Wow. Okay. So thank you again for all of your likes, subscribes, shares, and comments. If you're interested in a personal reading, please refer to the description box below as my contact information is listed there for you. Okay, and until we meet again, I hope you guys enjoy. Have a happy and safe 4th of July. Okay, thanks.